Hi, my name is Sharla Hank, and for those of you that don't know me, I am the current president of DS Action and also one of the co-founders. I wanted to just do something very different than DS Action has done before by sending off a video to all of you. You know, usually with our grassroots organization, we're very much about um, touching base individually and being in the community, offering our support, showing compassion. And unfortunately, we can't do that in person right now. So this is the next best thing. Instead of just writing maybe something that might come off a little impersonal, in writing. So we just wanted to touch base, see how everyone's doing, and also to share a little bit about, what's happened since we saw you last. So many of you that came out to our 10-year comedy ball in November, we had such a great time, still remembering that, still wishing we could be back there with all of you. Then we moved rapidly right into our Star Wars event in December. And again, we want to send out a huge heartfelt thank you to all of those contributors, our volunteers, everyone that takes a part, the donors, everyone that plays a very key role in making DS Action who we are today, and how we've been able to support our main project, which has been our partnership with Rady Children's Hospital and us establishing the Down Syndrome Center there over 12 years ago. So we just, we celebrated that in January. So we continue to move forward. Well, then the pandemic hit, and we had hoped that we'd all be together at a World Down Syndrome Day event in March, and unfortunately had to make which we know was the right decision, to cancel that event. But we're extremely hopeful that on 3/21/21 that we'll all be back together again celebrating World Down Syndrome Day next year. What does that mean for the rest of this year? What are we working on? What's happening? So we wanted to let you know. You may be looking at this right now through our newsletter. We're going to continue to try to keep you updated that way, as well as if you're on social media, please take a look at all of our social media platforms. Facebook is usually where you can find the most current information, as well as our website. We're really trying to keep that up to date for you, and we'll also be putting some additional new information on there shortly. So take a look, keep watching. We've got more coming. But, what's important to us right now, and what are some of our bigger concerns? Well, we're always planning for the Comedy Ball, which is in November, and we had planned it for November 21st this year. Well, unfortunately, we've made the very difficult decision to hold off on that this year. We're going to take a little bit of a break, we'll call it, for this year, so that we can have bigger and better things planned for our Comedy Ball next year. However, that does not mean that we're going to stop. Unfortunately, the Comedy Ball actually brings in the majority of our donations for the year. And the scary part is if we cancel the Comedy Ball for this year, how are we going to be able to sustain the money that we need for programs that we offer, as well as for the Down Syndrome Center at Rady Children's Hospital? Well, I'm happy to say, and also again to thank and to congratulate all who have helped us in the past, but we will be okay. We've been very smart about how we support, and we've had very generous donors. So please don't stop. If you are in a position where you can continue to contribute and to support us, we ask that you do the best that you can to help us. You can go. The best way to do that would be to go to the donate button on the top of our website at dsaction.com. That is the easiest and the best way to be able to support us. So we want to say thank you now for those of you that are in a position where you can help us. But we have something else planned. It's still going to be in November, and we want you to just keep watching. We're going to do some more announcements in August, September, October. You're going to be hearing more. We're going to lead up into that. But right now, we wanted to make sure that you take a look. Right now, we've got this amazing young high schooler, Ayana, who has offered to do adaptive dance classes. So please take a look. Please join those classes. She and her mother also are helping afterwards to have a little more support for socialization for the individuals that are taking the class. So check that out. Those are on Saturdays at 10 a.m. If you think that, that maybe we need to make some changes there, or maybe we need to make the groups bigger or for different age groups, please just go ahead and reach out. Ayana's happy to talk about that. Also, we wanted to share that we know that right now it's very difficult, not only for parents, but for students, for professionals, for healthcare workers, for, primarily we're really, really concerned about our families and the caregivers and those students that don't have the social skills. Us as adults, even though it's difficult for us, we can process this, we can understand this. But for children and for teens, it's very, very difficult. So we have been posting some information from Rady Children's Hospital in regards to supporting mental health for all. We've also just reached out to the Smart Center. They're out of Pennsylvania, and we're very excited to be partnering with them on August 8th to offer a webinar to initially support families and parents and caregivers. So we hope that you'll go ahead and register. Please, this is a free opportunity for those who need it. And even if you're not sure if you want to talk, that's fine. Just come and join us. You're going to learn some ways to cope with the stress and anxiety of what's going on today, including what are we going to do with our children as far as school, or how are we going to work, or maybe you have financial concerns, or putting food on the table. Let's come together and let's figure out solutions to all of that. So we've also heard that there are other areas and other means of support that you need, and we are looking into all of that right now. So there's more to come on that. We'd also like to hear, what are you doing? We'd like to hear about your personal stories. Share some pictures with us. Let's share some of the positive things that are going on out there, whether it's within your own family, or maybe it's someone in the community that's been helping and providing support to you. We want to hear about all of this. So take a look at our newsletter. If you don't currently get our newsletter, then you're probably hearing this on social media. Go to our website, dsaction.com, and there'll be a pop-up and sign up for our newsletter, and we'll get that right off to you. So thank you again for everything that you do, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Be watching out for our monthly newsletters, and let us know how we can help. And if there is some way that we can help, you can reach out to us at dsaction@dsaction.com. Thank you.